When they find a hole in the wall, the trio runs inside and Will shoots at the rocks to make enough room for the three of them to hide. The Reaper inserts its glowing tail inside the hole, so Will throws a flare to distract it. The light reveals a way out in the opposite wall, so they push away a few rocks to crawl through it to escape. Will moves last and has to dodge the Reaper's tail before following his friends. After crawling for a few minutes, Katie comes out into another tunnel, only to be found by a Reaper that immediately stabs her with its tail. Will tries reaching for her, but he isn't fast enough and has to watch how the monster takes her away. At that moment, Nina finds a ladder, so she and Will immediately climb up while hearing a Reaper behind them. Thankfully, they find the door and run out of the mine, reaching a safe altitude just in time. Nina and Will continue their journey, not stopping for anything except petting a goat. When it gets dark, they find an abandoned house and break in to spend the night. There are some mac and cheese boxes and they have them for dinner, while Will shares that it's Hunter's favorite food. He asks Nina what's in the old lab, so she explains she may find a chemical that may finally help the bullets damage the monsters. She theorizes that the Reaper's scales are electrically charged, so the right bullet could cause internal combustion. Will thinks it sounds like an unbelievable magic bullet and can't believe his wife died over a weak theory. The next day they take the truck from the house and use it to cross the line as fast as possible, going through a town that has been taken over by animals. Eventually they make it to the hospital and search for the filters while hearing some weird noises, but the compass doesn't alert them of anything. They have to go to the last floor to finally find the filters, then they start running to escape. Suddenly a Reaper pierces a wall and the duo has to move quickly to dodge those huge claws. They still bump against a bunch of furniture on their way out and get hit by falling debris every time the Reaper destroys a wall or window. Suddenly the monster's tail reaches through a wall and captures Will, so Nina grabs the fire axe and hits the tail with it until the monster lets go of her friend. Then Nina opens a gas canister to fill the corridors with fog, hoping it'll provide some cover. This gives Will an idea, so he waits for the Reaper to come close enough and shoots a bunch of oxygen tanks. It causes an explosion that sends the monster flying through the window. The creature isn't moving anymore, but they can't be sure if it's dead or unconscious.